want to welcome everybody watching live on Nesson today and live streaming on Nesson.com as well as we look forward to the return of a Zamboni to center ice. Those of us old enough remember the old cart that used to bring the relievers in from the bullpen. Now we've got a Zamboni rolling out every couple of years at Fenway Park. It is Citi Frozen Fenway 2014, an extended festival this year that starts December 28th and runs through January 13th. And to begin our proceedings today, I want to bring out the man without whom this would not be possible. Mayor Thomas M. Menino will step up to the podium and say a few words about what has become a citywide celebration here at Fenway Park. Mayor Menino.
Thank you, Tom. You know, it's really great to be at Fenway Park to really announce Citi Frozen Fenway in 2014. And also the great community skates. We had this a couple of years ago. It was fabulous because, you know, college hockey on the grass at Fenway Park. Community skating here. The young people from the neighborhoods of Boston come and skate at Fenway Park. This historic ballpark, what better thing can you have in the wintertime? And so I just simply want to say this is a great event every 2 years. I think, Larry, we should have it every year. It's a great addition. Let me just say, it's a great addition to our winter activities to come to Fenway Park. We love coming here in the summertime, especially this year. It's a really a joy to come to this park and see the ball team we have playing this year. But coming out when this starts in December, come and enjoy some great hockey. College hockey is the best. These teams behind me, they do a great job day in and day out during the hockey season. But to showcase them at Fenway Park, wow, what a difference that's going to make, and an opportunity for folks in our neighborhoods to come down to the park and see it. So I want to thank Fenway Management, especially Tom, Larry, and John, for their endorsement of this program. And to all the Hockey East coaches out there, thank you for giving us an enjoyable hockey season, but thank you for being part of this very important event in our city. Open up the park in the wintertime. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Menino. Our next speaker, for 32 years, has been one of the top college hockey administrators in the nation. Now in his 17th year as Commissioner of Hockey East, Joseph Britannia has overseen an unprecedented growth of the conference into undoubtedly the best college hockey conference in the nation. Soon to be at 12 teams with the additions of Notre Dame and the University of Connecticut. And he's never lost sight of the roots of the game, still goes out and runs clinics as a former Boston Bruin and Olympic goalie coach. In fact, he worked with my son for a couple of years, did such a good job with my son in the goaltending clinics. My son's a great right winger to this day. Please welcome the Commissioner of Hockey East, Joe Britannia.
Thank you, Tom, and thank everybody for being here today. This is it never gets old. It's the third time we've had these midsummer days to announce it. It's the third time we've had pretty nice weather. We've had different weather in January between snow in 2010 and 55 degrees the last time, and it doesn't really seem to affect the enthusiasm. I want to also thank the Red Sox and Fenway Sports Management, and certainly the mayor, and not just for his help in making these events happen, but his historic record for the city, and appreciate all you've done for so many of us that take advantage of the benefits of this city. This is our 30th season in Hockey East. We're going to look back as well as going forward with our 30th year, and part of our focus this year is going to be on the coaches. And one of our biggest assets over the years has been a depth of coaches, head coaches, assistant coaches. And I'd like just to reference the coaches as we give you the lineup of these games that will take place on the first two Saturdays in January. On January 4th, we'll start with Merrimack, led by Mark Dennehy, who's behind me, against Providence College. Nate Lehman, head coach of Providence. That game will take place at 4 o'clock. At 7:30, Boston College, led by Jerry York, who's our winningest coach in the history of college hockey, takes on our newest member, Jeff Jackson, also winner of national championships. And we're really thrilled to have Notre Dame not only in this event, but to join our league as our 11th member and really change the face of Hockey East, just as college hockey is changing quite a bit this season across the country. On the second Saturday, our defending champions, Lowell, led by Norm Bezen, our National Coach of the Year, will take on Northeastern University, coached by Jimmy Madigan. And then the nightcap, that game's a 3 o'clock game, and at 6:30, our two rookie coaches will face off, David Quinn at Boston University and Red Gendron at the University of Maine. And this really gives you the breadth of our staff, from first-year coaches to coaches with historic records. And I also should mention that all these games will be carried on Nesson, and they'll actually have a couple of busy Saturdays as the Bruins play at 1 o'clock our first week, and we follow with our doubleheader, and then we begin on the 11th, and they play at 10:30 from the West Coast. So a couple of great days for New England hockey, and Hockey East is very proud once again to be part of it. The last time we had a couple of overtime games, and I think Northeastern BC was a 2-1 game. So you got to remember, these aren't exhibitions. The setup is a little bit different, but these games count. And once they get past the awe of being here at Fenway, they get down to business, and they've given a great product for all the people who come out to watch it and those who watch it on television. So again, thanks to the mayor, thanks to the Red Sox, and thank you for showing up today.
Thank you, Joe. One of the great things about this event, you have no idea, like a baseball game, what the weather's going to be like. What we've had two, and one was it felt like you're in a snow globe with a light flurry falling, and the other one was about 65 degrees. It was a little bit cooler than today without a speck of snow on the field. So we'll see what Mother Nature holds this time around. As college hockey and skating and the ice come back to Fenway Park, nobody more excited than our next speaker, because no one will skate on this ice more than Sam Kennedy. Please welcome a man who'll still be out here playing hockey when the ice is back down, trying to find a pickup game whenever he can, and also the COO of Fenway Sports Management, president and the COO of the Boston Red Sox, and a pretty good skater. Just ask him. Sam Kennedy.
Thank you, TC, and welcome everybody. Thanks for being here. My job is simple. It's just to welcome everyone, the hockey community throughout New England, and our newest member of Hockey East, the folks from Notre Dame. Welcome to all of you. A special welcome to the captains of each team. If you could just raise your hand, we want to welcome each of you guys, and thank you for being here. On behalf of John Henry, Tom Werner, and our president and CEO, Larry Lucchino, welcome to Fenway Park for another Frozen Fenway announcement. I mentioned we need to just thank a few key people. First and foremost, not just for his leadership for the city of Boston and bringing these special events to Fenway each year, but for all he's done to help in our 12-year stewardship of Fenway Park to preserve and protect Fenway, an incredible 20-year run as the leader of the greatest city in America. Mayor Thomas M. Menino, thank you for all you've done for us for so many years. Of course, we have to acknowledge the man you just heard from, the legendary men's league ice hockey goalie and commissioner of the Hockey East, the man who had the vision along with the mayor to bring these events to Fenway, Commissioner of Hockey East, Joe Bertagna. Joe, thanks for all you do each and every year. I want to thank his entire staff as well at the Hockey East. You guys put in long hours on this event, and we're very, very grateful for that. We have to thank our new title sponsor, Citi, for coming out and stepping up to support this great hockey event, along with the public skating and all the other activities that will happen on the rink during the 16-day period. Thank you for that. And finally, I want to thank a few of my colleagues from the Boston Red Sox and from Fenway Sports Management. There's so many that work long and make tireless efforts to make this event happen. But specifically, I want to recognize two people by name. The first is Jonathan Galula, who makes everything happen here at Fenway. Who knew a kid from La Jolla, California would have such a great ability to build an ice hockey rink every year? Jonathan, thank you for all you do. And finally, the man known around the offices as our beloved Frozen Freddy, Fred Olson, the man who has ultimate responsibility for making these events go off. Fred, thanks for all you do to do everything with a smile and pull off a great event each year. Thank you, Fred. And finally, my last thought here that I will offer you. I was speaking with Larry Lucchino before I came up here, and we've agreed that we are going to guarantee another will be the third victory for the Red Sox front office ice hockey team over the Nesson front office ice hockey team. So we're guaranteeing victory in January 2014. Come on out, and TC, we've issued the challenge. So thank you very much for being here. Look forward to seeing you all in January.
Yeah, that first game between the Red Sox and Nesson still in dispute. We refer to that in the offices as the NHL All-Star Game, because any NHL player who ever bought a ticket to Fenway was for that day put on the payroll and was part of the Nesson staff, or part of the Red Sox staff. And no ringers this time around. They weren't last time. They beat us fair and square. So looking forward to the rematch. Looking forward to the entire event. And again, just to run through the schedule of what's going to be happening here, other than the Nesson win over the Red Sox to finally get in the win column. January 4th, it's the first doubleheader. Merrimack, the Merrimack College Warriors taking on the Providence College Friars at 4 o'clock. That game followed by the newcomer in Hockey East, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish against the Boston College Eagles at 7:30. January 11th, it's the UMass Lowell Riverhawks with that incredible run to the Frozen Four last year, taking on the Northeastern Huskies at 3, followed by the University of Maine Black Bears against the Boston University Terriers at 6:30. And again, all those games being televised on Nesson, so if you can't get here to the ballpark, you'll still be able to watch the sights and sounds of what have always been unforgettable games here at Fenway Park. And so many colleges and preps and youth teams and school teams, and just kids coming out to skate, as Mayor Menino talked about, have had a chance to be a part of this, making unforgettable memories that last a lifetime. Looking forward to more memories being made in this year's event.